Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. The S&P 500 was down 0.5% today. Really, again, not much going to happen in terms of motion for the market before tomorrow when we get the CPI report. We have no changes on our signals. Our stock signals are still yellow and green for fast and slow, and the bond signals are exactly the same. And so without the information from the CPI, the market's going to sit, and it's basically what's been happening the last couple of days. And of course, we'll find out what's going to happen. This market has great potential to do well. There's just things that have to kind of get out of the way. So we especially need to see core inflation start to come down at maybe a faster rate. We have seen wholesale inflation come down at a faster rate, so maybe that eventually leads to core inflation coming down quicker. That would help. We need the Federal Reserve to kind of confirm this pause. Maybe a early June meeting that we have coming will help that. We'll see how that plays out. And then today's big news, of course, had to do with the sit down between Biden and McCarthy to talk about the debt ceiling. They both came out and talked about not wanting to do a short-term deal. Although there has been quite a few articles talking about the possibility that they just push it till the end of September in terms of a debt ceiling limit, because that's when the fiscal year ends. And if they want to work on budget cuts and those types of things, you can kind of combine those two together with the budget and the debt ceiling piece and maybe get somewhere. But that's not what they were talking about today. So we'll see what happens. June 15th is when people make their quarterly payments. And so the government, people are trying to guess, how much cash flow the government's going to have up between now and then and what have you too. So I suspect, as I mentioned before, it's probably going to take some form of chaos to get Congress to act. Unfortunately, that chaos may translate to chaos in the stock market. And so that's why we're ready. We've already our yellow position on our fast trigger. So all of our IRA accounts are in quasi conservative arena with some T-bills, but more conservative stocks. And eventually, as the market, if it does deteriorate, we'll find, other yellow on the slow and red and what have you, and we'll continue to get more conservative. And so we will try to avoid some of these things. Again, I'm not positive the market's going to go down that much because this has been, multiple times with the same argument about the debt ceiling. Seems like people come in and buy. But you never know. This is a little bit different. We're getting, closer to the edge here than the last couple times. So hopefully we can get something done here and avoid some of that. But nonetheless, we'll be right on top of it with the portfolio. So that's what's happening today. Looking forward to really seeing what's going to happen tomorrow with the CPI report. I'll give you the video, give you my impression on what I saw on top line inflation, core inflation, kind of the good, bads, and uglies about that too. So look forward to talking to you then. Thank you very much.